Hello. Good morning. My mic, it's not muted today. My mic isn't muted today. I love that. Hello. It's me, Salem. This is Brunch and Build. We are continuing good old Red Gundam from a high-grade Red Gundam from G-Quacks. Pretty cool and epic. My hands are less crusty today. It's because I've been using a different hand cream, but they're still a little crusty because my skin just gets so dry in the winter, and I really should keep like a hand cream up here so that my hands don't get quite as crusty. But you know, it's simply how things are right now. And I haven't done my nails in a while, mostly because I did gel extensions for the first time in my life, and I think they were really pretty. Those nails were gorgeous, but just removing them was such a pain and a hassle, and I feel like I kind of destroyed my nails doing it. So we are taking a little break from doing gels or anything like that, because usually I do like either gels or press-ons or something, but I'm just gonna give it a little bit. We're just gonna give my nails a little while to just hang out, and maybe next month I will start doing my nails again. But right now I'm just letting them be, just letting them exist. And honestly, it's made doing like hobby stuff kind of easier anyway. I mean, I've never had like the super long nails. That's never been my journey. Personally, those gel extensions were kind of the longest I've ever had them, or had to get used to having them, and that was still considered like medium length for nails. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But having my nails be shorter again is quite nice. So that's nice. Hello, good morning. We're still cooking on good old RX-7, not RX. I love that I was about to say RX-78. I think it's because I was thinking about Gundam TCG. They made a bunch of, so Bandai's made several new announcements about Gundam TCG coming up soon in the upcoming year. Very fun and exciting. One of which being that they're going to be reprinting a bunch of key cards that are kind of just like that are kind of very important to deck building, but very difficult to have because a good chunk of them are like starter deck exclusive. They haven't finished announcing what cards are going to be in it reprinted yet, but we do know one of them is probably going to be Saleta and a bunch of the G-Witch cards that are quite good and people like playing, but it's very hard to get them because almost all of those cards were only in the starter decks. So same thing. I really hope they probably will reprint Amuro. Amuro is becoming such a key player. He's easily the best pilot in the game right now. And your only hope of getting up, the only way to have gotten Amuro is from the starter deck. Or the beta. I still have a lot of the beta cards, so I have plenty of copies of Amuro, but if you did not play in the beta, or if you are struggling to get access to beta product, or it's just like still in the card economy, you know, people are selling beta product and stuff like that, so it's like we do have copies of Amuro, but he's still pretty expensive of a pilot. He's very good. Same with RX-78. RX-78, like there's a couple of RX-78s out already that do different things, but the big one that everyone really wants was only in the starter deck. So if you wanted that RX-78, good luck. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough out there for Gundam players. And I haven't really had any problem getting my hands on product, mostly because I do, in fact, I mean, I struggle to say abuse my connections because I work at a tabletop store, because tabletop is really good about like fairness, you know, like I do in fact still have to come in and stand in line like everyone else when new stuff comes out. It's not like I can set stuff aside for myself or anything like that, but I at least get to use my employee discount. I at least get to like I know when we're getting new product. There's no way I'm not knowing, and I know exactly when to come in if I want to get my hands on the new stuff. But I do, even though I'm an employee, it's not like I can set stuff aside. It's not like I can, you know, ignore product limitations. Like if it's limited, then we put limitations on how much of a product customers can buy. That still applies to me as an employee. I am not exempt from that, but I do use those connections a little bit because I know exactly when product is coming. I know how much we're getting of it. Like I know these things, so I haven't really been starving for being able to get my hands on the stuff that I want. Speaking of stuff that I want, I'm so excited for Exia. I'm so excited for 00 and Exia. I love 00. 00 is a very good Gundam series, and now it's going to be in the TCG, and Exia stuff looks really cool. The alt art Exia is going to be Trans Am colors, which I think is really fun. I love Trans Am Exia. Actually, I actually have a clear alt Trans Am Exia that I have yet to build. I have not built her yet. I've had that thing for years. I bought it on P Bandai. It's a P Bandai. It's a clear alt, so it's one of the P Bandais. I bought it either on P Bandai itself, like the website, or at like a convention, like from Bandai. But this is like years ago, and like to the point where I kind of forgot where I got it from. But I do have that Trans Am Exia that I have yet to build. I have not touched it yet. And honestly, I might build it. It might finally be the day that I build my clear alt Trans Am Exia now that 00 is coming to the TCG. This might finally be my time. There's stickers that's supposed to go there, but I do not feel like applying those stickers, so I'm simply not going to. Because this thing goes like, whoop, almost lost that one. Yeah. After I finish, because I'll be real with you, I still have not decided what I'm building after I finish this Red Gundam. Usually I keep like usually I have like kind of like a queue in mind when I'm deciding what kits to like set aside for stream and what I can build like myself, what I choose to build in my own free time. And so usually I have some form of a queue in my brain, but I'll be real with you, I kind of went through my queue, and now I'm kind of like, I have this Gundam base, Clear Alt Wing Zero. Love this thing. It's literally still on my table. I haven't even put it with my backlog yet because I haven't decided, because I have backlog 1 and backlog 2. In my actual hobby room, I keep like a small stack of model kits that I'm like currently working on. Like Susan's here. I have Susan here. I have one of the Armored Core kits here. I have Barbados here. Because those are the ones I'm currently working on. And then as soon as I got that Endless Waltz Clear Alt, I'm like, I put it on this deck. So I'm like, I want to build this immediately. But I'm like, maybe I won't. Because all my other kits I keep in our attic. Because I don't have enough space for all of my boxes. Because I am a bit of a box hoarder within reason. Like, I hoard boxes. And that's partially because I have had to move. Like, when if I finish a kit, I still keep the box. It depends. Some of the, like, if it's like really clunky, I will get rid of the box. But usually I keep the box just for like storage purposes, like to keep accessories, and because the way I have my shelf set up now, I don't have space for all of my gunpla to be displayed at any given time. So the ones that aren't currently on display live in their boxes. And when I was moving, it was pretty useful because I just stowed them all back in their boxes. But I moved in like a few different trips because I moved from New York to Connecticut. It's not like I had to, fly anywhere or do anything like that. I was able to move in several trips. kind of make several trips. Like there's obviously like rented the mover van, the big trip. I packed the bulk of my stuff. But for smaller things, I was able to kind of move that over with a little more flexibility. And I do recall there was one trip I filled my entire car, my Civic, my Honda Civic, filled that entire car to the brim with boxes of model kits. My trunk, my back seat, my front seat, all of my model kit boxes and all of my figures. It was one trip filling my entire car. And that was just like my built Gundam, my unbuilt Gundam, all of it. And I, of course, have acquired new ones since moving into here in the past year. And so I'm like, I keep them all in a stack upstairs. I have a little pile for all of my unbuilts and my finished builds. But Trans Am lives upstairs because I unfortunately have not touched her in years, and I feel bad. And I'm like, oh, it's such a beautiful kit. I love that Trans Am Exia, but I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I kind of just do what I feel like. Even Susan's kind of been in limbo for a hot minute now, thinking of painting my MG Curios in recirculation Trans Am color scheme. That would be pretty sick. I'm always pro Trans Am color scheme, but I think there's some gunpla that I think I just like. I like the base colors too much that I don't want to paint them. But MG Curios is one I could see wanting to repaint. Even Susan is one that I really love her color scheme, and technically I am not like actually repainting her. I'm just like refinishing her, if that makes sense. Like I'm still keeping the same color scheme. It's just like I got really funky like chrome pigment stuff that I want to like refinish and add some funky like texturing to. I think that would make her look very nice. But Susan has kind of been in limbo because I'm a little bit scared to use the chrome pigment. It's kind of scary, especially since I will have to kind of take her apart a little bit to do it. And I'm like, ooh, I took apart all. It's kind of funny. And it's not even like from a sentimental thing. It's just like oh my god, something about I love Megami device kits, but they are like kind of very annoying and complicated, and some of the little bits and little pieces are quite delicate. Like I've already broken a piece on Susan's accessories, just from taking her apart, at least her human bits apart. Her base parts apart. And so I'm like, ooh, kind of paranoid about taking apart the rest of her so I can paint, so I can repaint it. But like we're getting there. I kind of just want to make Susan look very nice, and she deserves the world. I love Susan, but you know, she's in limbo, and that's okay. I have too many hobbies. I have 10 million things I like to do. And everything is kind of just kept in like a rotation. But I feel like I want to keep better track of things, because I do in fact have like 10 million hobbies and projects that I like working on at any given time. Oh god, oh no. Little tiny piece that just got flung somewhere. I think it's over for me. Oh god, where did it go? And I'm wearing black pants. It does not. It's a little black piece. And I'm wearing black pants. But it got flung somewhere. But I don't know. I mean, it's a cosmetic piece. I'm not like, it's the little black stripe. Worst case scenario, I will paint it. I will simply paint it in. Which is what I did for Susan. Fun fact. The piece that I broke when I was taking Susan apart was a little black stripe piece like this, as a little accent, exactly like one of these guys. I broke it in half. I was like, oh god, and it just was not fitting together. I tried gluing it, it just wasn't working, and I was like, ah. So I just painted it. I just painted a new one. So I think I'll just, you know, if it's like really noticeable, I think I'll just paint a new one. I think it's possible for me to just paint a new one. And so I think that if it's really bad, I'll just do that. But I think we'll live. I think Red Gundam will survive. Or sometime when I'm cleaning my floor, I'll find it. And everything will be okay. But right now, I don't have it. And that sucks. But yeah, I want to like, not formally, but like keep better track of all of my hobbies and projects. And so I used to be really into bullet journaling. That used to be a huge thing that I would do a lot. And I would like religiously keep up with as like a form of organizing. I used it primarily as like a planner organizer kind of a situation. And who's texting me? What? Oh, that's a work-related thing. I should respond to this. Da, 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 da. This has to do with a work thing. Oh, I have to check something. Why is it doing this? Okay. I guess a 3D print I have to start now, because for some reason, even though I thought I submitted it last night and that it started and it's been printing all night, it actually wasn't printing all night. I don't think the machine got jammed though. Ugh. I'm probably gonna go to work later. Oh yeah. I do have a day job now besides tabletop. Tabletop is not my primary employment anymore. I love tabletop, but it's so far away from where I live now. Oh my god. Okay. That's... do what I want. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. Did it just like not buffer or something? I don't know. That's really weird. I really hope this doesn't mess up my internet stuff. Very possible. I apologize if anything happens, like buffering wise, because this is involving the internet. But I suppose I'll just let it rock and see what happens. Let me check the camera feed and what it does there. Yeah, it's homing. It's doing stuff, so I can only presume that it started. I don't know why it didn't start yesterday when I literally did this yesterday. Or maybe it stopped partially. Maybe there's a weird... But I didn't get any notifications because this is a very nice... Bimbleb printers are very funky and modern and will literally like send you notifications when something jams. And I'm like, that's... wow, I don't just have to come into work and see like a pile of filament. Oh my god. That's so great that it like does that now. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Mm. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. My work thing has hopefully been resolved. I see now why. Just got my first gunpla. gMS-α? Is it satisfying? Yeah. I mean, I'm a little biased. I've been doing it for a while. It really depends on the person. Like, I know some people who don't like that's kind of where I got, fun fact, where I got my endless waltz, my RG endless waltz clear alt from a friend that I met through the TCG, who wanted to like try doing gunpla, but it just didn't really click with them. I know I'm giving such a good pitch for this hobby about how there's people who don't like it, but I think gMS-α is a solid one to start with. Master grades, I think, have a potential for being frustrating to start with, depending on if you go for like an older master grade. Some of them are not amazing. I've never built an gMS-α, but I've built a few of the other gMS-α kits, and I've built quite a few master grades that are not gMS-α. And granted, as long as it's a newer master grade, I think you'll have a great time. But some of the older master grades, I will not lie, kind of suck. But I'm pretty sure the gMS-α ones are solid, because I like the gMS-α, and newer master grades are very nice. But usually, I do prefer 1/44th over 1/100th. It really is personal preference. My favorite grade to build are real grades, because there's high grades and real grades, which are both 1/44th scale, and master grades, which are 1/100th scale. With high grades, they're kind of just simpler. They're not quite as complicated as master grades or real grades. They're 1/44th scale. People like them. And they just because high grades are easier kits in general. There's just so many more mobile suit designs made in 1/44th scale compared to 1/100th scale. Like, the range is just way higher. The range is much greater in terms of selection. But 1/100th scale is nice because you get a little more complication, but it's not quite as annoying as real grades can be sometimes. Because real grades take the complexity of a 1/100th scale master grade kit and scale it down to a 1/144th scale. I quite like them because of that level of little tedium to them sometimes. I quite like it. I also just like 1/144th scales. I just feel like it's a nice size when it comes to just for me, just pure aesthetic display wise. I just find it a lot easier to display 1/144th scale kits just because I can fit more of them together. I love my master grades. I love my 1/100th scale kits and builds, but it can be a little bit of they do take up quite a bit of shelf space, especially ones that have a lot of extra, not all of them do. gMS-α is pretty pared down. I have some, my Mark II. Mark II is pretty pared down. Mark II isn't too crazy, but I have a couple of MG Astrays. I have the red frame Astray, I have the black frame Astray, and they're very pretty, and they're really cool, and they're really fun builds, but they take up so much space. I feel like I can only display one of them at a time. Right now I have my red frame Astray on my shelf, and I swear to God that thing takes up 20% of my shelf by itself, because it's so big. To start looking for live streams about this, because I will be streaming mine as well. That's so fun. Honestly, I've really enjoyed streaming it. Like, I've been doing gunpla. I say that while I've just been holding runner, not actually doing anything. I've been doing gunpla longer than I've been streaming. Like, I started doing gunpla like a few years before I started streaming them, but I've still found it really fun to stream just because people will pop in, people will like give you advice and their own 2 cents. And like, especially every once in a while when I kind of like struggle with a piece, or I'm like, someone will be like, I think you're trying to fit that upside down. I think you should probably cut it this way, or something like that. And it's been very nice just in terms of like educationally. It's been fun to stream it. But I think it's a good time. I love gunpla. I just really love model kits and the idea of it being kind of just like a 3D puzzle. Like, I'm someone who enjoys putting together IKEA furniture. Ooh, the black frame. I think it's called Amaterasu. I call it black frame, but I think it's like black frame Amaterasu ashtray. I think it's the black and gold one. Oh, it's so pretty. Blue frame is nice though. I do want blue frame at some point. Mecha Core Industries Oberon with both wings spread out needs shelf space. Yeah. My Endless Waltz master grade wing, even the normal wing, a master grade wing. I have a master grade wing that's just like normal, and then I also have the Endless Waltz master grade. Oh my god, both of those guys are huge. Yeah, I have an Endless Waltz. I have a normal master grade wing. Those guys are pretty big. They're very pretty and I love them. And they're very fun to make, but oh my god, do they take up shelf space. That's why most of my gunpla on my shelves now are 1/44th scale. But I do, not that, like, if you, like, in my old apartment, I had more space, and I do have other, like, kind of shelving solutions that I can do to display more of them, that I'm trying to figure out what works best for my space right now. Like, in my old apartment, I had actually a lot more display space than I do now. So I had an entire like IKEA glass shelf for them, which I no longer have. And so I'm like, I have to be a little more selective with my gunpla display. But back in my old apartment, I could display a lot more of my bigger guys. Did I already cut this out? Wow. Favorite Gundam series to get gunpla from? Oh, that's a difficult one. I feel like any of the newer series usually have a good time. I think if I looked at my collection just from like pure design standpoint and like how a lot of them are high grades, they're 1/144th scale. But the Witcher Mercury high grades have just like really been knocking it out of the park. The Witcher Mercury kits have been very nice. I have a ton of them. And just design-wise, I love all those designs. Like the Ilfrith, the Begler bow, the Penta. Like I have a lot of the G-Witch kits. Oh my god, Calavarn, all of those. There's so many good ones. Yeah. IBO is another good one. Iron-Blooded Orphans has a lot of really good kits. I also have quite a few Iron-Blooded Orphans kits just because I think they're neat. I also say, even though I would say behind Witcher Mercury, like in that same kind of category, that I do have a lot of kits from. Oh my god, Detour. Schwarzette, love Schwarzette. Schwarzette is gorgeous. I also have a Schwarzette. That's such a good, oh my god, Schwarzette's such a good design. But another series that I actually do have quite a few kits from, oh, my camera, is Gundam Seed. I have quite a few Gundam Seed kits, mostly because Gundam Seed has so many good mech designs. Gundam Seed has a lot of good designs. They just have a lot of really good designs, and I'm like, ooh. Even though I don't like Gundam Seed, the anime, there are so many really good mobile suit designs that came out of Gundam Seed that I'm like, okay, fine. I will get it. I will get the Freedom Gundam, okay? I will have 3 different Freedom Gundams, okay? Astray counts as a Seed kit. You know, Astray counts as a Seed mobile suit because it's from a spin-off of Gundam Seed. Astray's really good. There's so many good Gundam Seed kits too. I would say I also quite love buying those kits because they just look really nice. Even though I'm not as attached to the story of Gundam Seed, there are just so many really good mobile suits that came out of Gundam Seed. And so I do get them. I do have quite a few of them. I did it. Was it a good anime? Why don't you like it? Not touching. Yeah, like I personally didn't like it. Nothing against people who do like it. I know a lot of people love Gundam Seed, and I think that's like perfectly valid. I think part of why a lot of people like it is it was their first Gundam series. It was also, fun fact, my first Gundam series. My first Gundam series I ever watched was Gundam Seed. And I just feel like it's a combination of like when it came out and like how it came out, like what, not how, I'm like trying to find a good way to explain this. It's very of the era. It was very of the era. Just in terms of like, it came out right around when kind of power fantasy type things were getting more popular. It was when like power fantasy type stuff, like tropes were getting more popular. And it just didn't really click with me. I feel like the story in Gundam Seed was kind of really lacking emotionally compared to a lot of the other Gundam series. Like I watched Seed and I just didn't like it. And it genuinely, like, it turned me off from Gundam. It ended up kind of like steering me away from Gundam because I thought this is just what Gundam is. But at that point, my impression of a lot of mecha was like, I've always really enjoyed mecha anime and stuff like that. But for me, mecha anime is like Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's like Bokurano. It's stuff that's like very like space opera, not space opera, but very like human drama. Like I always really liked that type of mecha, and just like sci-fi, that type of sci-fi that's very kind of commentary, very political. I've always liked those. And I watched Seed, and Seed just like was not really like that at all. And it really just turned me off from Gundam. And I was like, what the heck? But then I watched Iron-Blooded Orphans, and I then got into like Universal Century and stuff like that, and I was like, Gundam is really good. Oh my god, Macross too? I do love Macross. Yeah. My favorite mech anime is Robotech. Robotech is fun too. Not to say that I don't like fun, okay? I love Macross. Not to say that I dislike fun. I think fun, kind of lighthearted mecha that's just cool has its place. And I do love stuff like older Macross. I love older Macross. I love stuff along those lines, and I think it's good. But I don't know, man. Seed just didn't really strike it for me. It felt pretty hollow. It felt kind of just a power fantasy, and it's just not the kind of content that I particularly wanted. It simply wasn't for me. Oh my god, Pat Labor. Pat Labor's so good. Pat Labor's so good. To be fair, I've only seen the movies. I can't really call myself a real Pat Labor fan because I have only seen the movies. But the movies go absolutely crazy. The movies are so good. Pat Labor is so good. Pat Labor is one that's like, wow, the horrors of war. Wow, do we know about the horrors of war in Pat Labor? But also the animation's really good. Need to watch 86. 86 is one of those series that I have been looking at it. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. This is zero judgment. I want to experience 86. I want to get into it. I genuinely do think I will enjoy 86. I genuinely do think I will enjoy 86. I have been wanting to get into 86, not like even before the anime came out. Like, I've been seeing the manga for 86 like on shelves for I think like several years at this point. I've looked at 86 and I'm like, oh, I even when like I just saw the manga on the shelf, I was like, I think I want to read that. I think I will enjoy that. It looks like a series I would enjoy. But I think I didn't get into it because I think it's when I was in college and I just didn't have time, and I just didn't get into 86. But now I'm like, but it's still been kind of on that back burner for me. So I think you are correct about your assumption that you think I might like 86. Maybe this is the push I needed to actually finally read or watch 86. Because I do know it is like, I know I'll like it. Like, I know I'm gonna like 86. Dongyo. I actually don't know that one. I have not experienced that one. Am I doing this correctly? I say that like I didn't just do the exact same thing on the other arm. And I'm like, wait a minute. This goes... I feel like I'm totally doing something incorrectly. I'm like, this is a classic experience that I have quite often when it comes to gunpla is I will literally have just built the arm and then I'm like, wait a second. How did the arm go again? There's two of them. They're the same. It's the same arm. And yet somehow, oh, I remember why this is wrong now. This is supposed to go up here. That's what's supposed to happen. I remember now. I have eyeballs. I looked at the other arm. I can see now that this is the joint that goes up here. It's good balance of mech and action. If you get to the end of the third episode, you will for sure love it. The first few episodes came across cliche, but that is the point. Dongyo is crazy good. It's old school, but it's really good. Okay, I do believe you. Okay, I'm gonna look up Dongyo. Dongyo? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm only reading these words. I've never heard about this series before. But I will look it up because I do love a lot of the old school mecha. Of course, Gundam, the O, like there's a lot of really good ones. Patlabor, Macross, so many good ones. Yeah. And when it comes to 86, I don't mind cliche. I kind of love cliche. I don't mind that at all. Like, the premise was enough. Just reading the like premise on the back of the manga was kind of enough to make me want to read it. It's just one of those that's kind of been in the back of my brain that I haven't thought about in a while, that I'm like, I know I've wanted to get into it, and I think I'll like it. But perhaps this is the push that I need to finally experience 86. I do read a lot more manga than I do watch anime these days. I find it so hard to watch anime. I read manga all the time. I still read quite a bit of manga. I just finished volume 1 of Barbarite. I'm about to start volume 1 of... I still haven't decided what I'm going to read after this. Probably either Medalist or Ten Dance. There's several things. There's a lot of mangas that I do still read. Dongyo is how you say it. Dongyo. Okay. I think that's correct. You can tell me if I'm wrong. But I think it's Dongyo. Found a good manga to start out that would be mech related. Moon Gundam. Read Moon Gundam. Please, read Moon Gundam. Moon Gundam is so good. It's standalone. You don't even have to, like, know Universal Century. You don't have to know. I mean, a little bit, but, like, you'll be fine. I think anyone can read and enjoy Moon Gundam. Moon Gundam's really good. I really hope Moon Gundam gets an anime because I think it'd be good, and I'm genuinely surprised it hasn't, but Moon Gundam is quite good. But, yeah, I definitely find it a lot easier to read manga. It's a habit I started kind of doing, not a habit, but like it's kind of something that started when I was still in college of just like, I just don't have time. It was just hard for me to like sit down and make time. Like I used to be someone that, oh yeah, if you're up to date, you're solid, you're good. Read Moon Gundam, you will have a good time. But I used to be someone that like would religiously keep up with seasonal anime and go through all of it. I would see what's coming out every season. I'd make my little lineup and I'd watch stuff week to week, and I would like keep up with anime like religiously. But I kind of stopped having time to do that, and it's been hard to get back on the train for it. It really is. And like now I'll wait till like towards the end of a season, and then I'll decide like, if that looks good, I'll watch it. But it's very hard for me to like get back into anime. I still watch anime stuff from time to time, but it's not quite as like keeping up with stuff as I used to. And so I feel like I just, it's just kind of hard for me to get super into a lot of anime stuff. Like I actually ended up watching Apothecary Diaries Season 2 as it was coming out, because I watched it with my friend. We kind of partner watched it together, so it was like, okay. But for the most part, I find it hard. But right now, there are several anime coming out. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I know I really want to. There's several anime that's coming out right now that is like either stuff that looks really cool, or it's adaptations of manga that I really love. Particularly Tamon's B-Side. Tamon's B-Side is coming out right now. It's a new romance anime. It's really cute. I love the manga. The manga is so cute. It's very lighthearted. Nothing is like crazy serious. It's about a girl who really likes this idol guy, but then she ends up being his cleaning lady by accident. And she's like, it's very funny. It's very funny and cute. She's got weirdly really good boundaries. She's got weirdly really good boundaries about like the difference between her love of like Tamon the idol and like Tamon the guy, who's just kind of course is kind of like the fantasy of he's just in his real life he's kind of just depressed, and falls in love with her and like is like, oh my god, she's so nice to me. But she's really good about maintaining her boundaries between like her love of Tamon the idol and just like being around Tamon the guy. It's very cute and it's a good time. It's very funny, but it's very like it's very comedy romance. And then the other one is Ikkaku Nikki. I think the English title is something like Journal of a Witch, Diary of a Witch. It's something like that. But the Japanese title is Ikkaku Nikki, and it is one of my favorite manga of all time. Ikkaku Nikki is so good. Ikkaku Nikki is one of my absolute favorite manga of all time. It is like, it's a human drama. Of course it is, because that's what I like. But it is about this girl whose parents die. About this girl whose parents die, and so she ends up moving in with her aunt that she's not super close with, like her mom's sister. And it's just like, it's slice of life. It's just, it's so good. It's so good. And now it's getting an anime, and the anime looks really good, and I'm very happy. And just those two already, I know I really want to watch. Plus there's a couple other ones that look really interesting. There's one that the mangaka of Witch Hat Atelier, another one of my absolute favorite manga. I know it's getting an anime also that I haven't watched, but that's because I'm afraid of it being bad. But I love Witch Hat Atelier, the manga, and the mangaka of Witch Hat Atelier like recommended this anime, and I'm like, well, if she's telling me to watch it, I mean, you know, I'll give it a shot if she's telling me to watch it. I didn't like the 3D artwork of Gundam Requiem. That's fair. I liked Gundam Requiem, but I do agree that the animation definitely could have been better. I liked the story. I thought it was fun. I really loved the concept of it being like, oh, Gundam, but the point of view, like you see RX-78 for like the absolute demon that it was. And I think that's really cool. And I like the concept of it, but I do understand that it's like, the animation definitely could have been better. Finished watching Gachi Akuda. I have not watched gachyakuda, but you know what I have done? I've read the manga, and the manga is really good, and I'm sure the anime is also quite good. I've been seeing a lot of buzz for gachyakuda. When I was at Anime NYC, it was being advertised super heavily, and I remember seeing like I think it's distributed by Crunchyroll, but they got a billboard right outside the Javits Center to advertise gachyakuda. So every time you would walk into the convention center, you would, like, on your way there, right next to it, you would see this giant billboard for gachyakuda, the anime. And I thought that was really cool. The art style is so cool. I've seen clips of the anime, and it looks like it's doing a good job, because the manga has a very unique art style. That's why I struggle sometimes, because so I kind of haven't watched the anime for Witch Hat Atelier, because it's got a very cool, unique art style. And sometimes those cool, unique art styles just do not lend itself well to anime. Oh, New York City, yeah. I don't live in New York City now, but I went to college in New York City, and I lived there for like 7 years. I lived there for like 7 years. But that's really cool that you're from Brooklyn. Obviously, I still go to New York quite often. I still have a lot of friends who live in New York since I lived there for 7 years. But it is expensive. It is expensive, and I've talked about it before, but I don't live in New York anymore because I got laid off from my job that I had in New York. And that makes it very hard to live in New York when you don't have a job in New York. But now I have a new job. It's fun. I like my new job, but unfortunately it is not in New York, which is rough. But I live close enough to New York that I still visit it pretty often. Like, a lot of my friends still live in New York. Of course, I go hang out with my friends. I still do stuff. You know, I'm still like a train ride away. It's not insane. But I do miss it. I do miss living in the city. Yeah. It's also like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the economy, everything is different, and it sucks, and it's worse now. This goes in a direction. Oh wait, no, there's another piece I was supposed to put on that I guess I just decided not to. I just pretended that step didn't happen. But yeah, I was totally talking about like anime and art styles. Yeah, it looks like gachyakuda adapted the funky art style really well, and it looks fun, and I'm glad that the anime is popular and people like it, because the manga is very good, and I like the manga. But I think perhaps I will try and watch more anime right now, just because there's so many anime coming out right now that I actively am like interested in, that I really want to watch. And so I'm like, okay. I think I will try my best, and we'll see. And I think part of that is also I want to formalize. I have so many things that I want to keep up with, like in my personal life, just as like things that I enjoy doing, like movies and anime and manga and hobbies and crafts and projects and activities that I keep doing. Like come back and live. I'm almost 50. I'm not moving back to New York City for anything. My money goes so much farther where I'm at. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even live that far from New York anymore. But the like just pure difference in cost of living is so immediate as soon as you leave the city. It is so crazy. As soon as you leave New York, you can like so see the cost of living go down. My rent now is less than half of what I paid when I was in New York City. It's less than half of what I paid when I was in New York City. I also did luck out. I have a really good housing situation, but it is also like, even if I were to just try and get like the same kind of apartment that I had in New York and I tried to get it here, I would have a much better time. It would be so much cheaper. In New York, I had like a 1-bedroom, like 2-room, like it wasn't a studio, but it was barely a step up from a studio. And I paid nearly $2,000 a month for that. Terrible, terrible times. You would like to live in the Philippines because that's where you can really enjoy your money and it's close to Japan. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends who are from the Philippines. I want to live overseas at some point. I really want to live in another city. And I've been looking at like jobs and places to go, like places I can work, because I have I have a friend who lives in Singapore, and she's always like, you gotta come to Singapore. It's great here. It's really expensive. Singapore is insanely expensive to live in, but people who work in Singapore do get paid a lot. Like if I were to work there, I would get paid quite a bit. It's not a good look, yeah. My apartment was barely better than a studio. And that's simply how it was. But Singapore's one place. I would like to live in Japan at some point in my life. I don't think I'd want to permanently settle there because it's nearly impossible to like permanently settle there as someone who's not Japanese. But I would like to try living there for a period of time. And my ideal situation would be to work for an American company. I think with the field that I'm in, with engineering, like there are jobs. I was actually supposed to intern in Japan with an engineering company, but it was scheduled for the summer of 2020, so I didn't actually get to do it. And now it's too late, I'm already done with college and all that stuff. But like, I just want to live in the country Bushido style. Honestly, understandable. I live in the suburbs now. I currently live in suburbs now, but I do know that like at heart I'm a city person. Unfortunately, at heart I am a city person. I can deal with the suburbs right now. I live close enough to like a couple of different cities that it's not bad at all. I am not strapped for like things to do. I live close enough to a couple different cities that it's like, I'm fine. I survive. But, oh my god. Every time I go to the city, I miss living in the city. And I love New York. I loved living in New York, but it's so with like how expensive and how everything is now, I don't know if I want to live in New York again, but I definitely want to live in another city. Okay. We finished his other arm, and I'm gonna be 100% with you. I think today's gonna be a short stream. I'm so hungry. I just want lunch. I didn't have breakfast this morning. I know, that's on me. I didn't have breakfast this morning. I'm just kind of tired in general. And I have a bunch of work and things that I have to do. I just have a bunch of work and things that I have to do today that I think part of what I wanted to do, I think part of what I started talking about, but I'm so bad at finishing thoughts. I'm so bad at finishing anything, especially my thoughts. I used to be really into bullet journaling. I used to do a lot of bullet journaling just for like organization and things like that. And I was, not to toot my own horn, I was really good at it. And I was like posting my stuff on I was posting my stuff on like Reddit and Tumblr and stuff and all that stuff. I was like, yeah. But since finishing college, I just like have not been journaling. I kind of just stopped the habit, and I want to kind of get back into it. I don't want to do it quite the same as I used to. I think I'll talk more about it next week because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do around it and how I want to implement it. But I do want to at least start getting the ball rolling with that today because it's one of the few free days that I have. Fridays is one of the few days that I have that I can do stuff. Thank you for anyway. We will update that next week. We'll get back to it next week and we'll see what happens. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck with type blogs into your Gundam content. It will boost everything. I have to get better at social media. I'm so bad at social media. I have to get good. I have to get better at social media. I want to post more of my like builds and stuff like that because I never do, and I really should. But I really should. That's something I will probably be putting more effort into. That I want to put more effort into since my stream was on hiatus for a little while, but because of like life circumstances and whatnot, but I'm really getting back into it and trying to get used to it again. And yeah, thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for dropping by and being so active. I really appreciate it. I really hope that you enjoy your gunpla build. MGXE is a good time. If you would like to, come back and let me know. I'll be back next week. Come back and if you do start building it, let me know how you think about it. I love gunpla and I love people joining this hobby. I think that's one of the goals I had from the outset of doing the stream is like kind of showing the accessibility of gunpla and helping people get more into gunpla. Because I know when I was starting out, and even now, a lot of people I still talk to that want to get into gunpla find it inaccessible or just not really knowing where to start and what to do. And I always want to share that. I want people to get more into this hobby. It's really beautiful, and I feel like people we as a society need more creative outlets and just like things to do that aren't just doom scrolling. And so if I can be even the tiniest little fraction of that, I am happy. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good time. Good luck with everything you want to do. And I hope to see you again next week. As always, I will be back next week at 11 Eastern time. Continuing Red Gundam for right now. Maybe I'll do Trans MXE after this. We'll decide. But for now, we're still working on Red Gundam. I'll be back next week with Red Gundam. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I will see you all next week. Oh, I have to do the YouTuber thing. We're on YouTube now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I will be back next week. And yeah, as always, thank you, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Whoa.